Oh, sorry. I was dancing to our music. Hey, everybody. Tonight is the night when Eagles kick the living behooved out of the Dallas Cowgirls. And we got Lumpy in the corner. He's doing his bird dance. Yeah. And we brought in, look who we got. Fresh from Dallas, Philadelphia, Jimmy Two Guns. And we're going to ask his opinion. And we got Carrie Iacona, the Fly Hawaiian. So we have everybody here tonight. And we're ready to fly. We're ready to go. And guys, let's talk about this game because we are, I'm going to say it again. I'm always excited. We are excited about this thing happening tonight. You know, from the jump, the dropping the banner tonight. Oh, man, it's going to be awesome. But I did hear the players aren't going to be out there for the dropping of the banner. I don't know if you saw that or not. So let's go to Lumpy. What do you think the keys of the game are tonight for the Eagles?
I think the keys of the game are not giving up bad penalties or turning the ball over.
Right.
You know, many a good team has lost the game by turnovers. I think we control the ball. I don't think their offense has enough oomph to outscore our offense, and I don't think their defense has enough tail behind them to slow our offense down. So it's just not turning the ball over.
Yeah. So you just think, well, that's pretty much any game.
Yeah.
Situation. But I agree with you. Yeah. What do you think, Kerry?
They got to play mistake-free. They got to contain CeeDee Lamb. I think he's probably their most dangerous weapon right now. Maybe George Pickens could do a little damage, but I'm not really worried about the Cowboys tonight. I'm really not.
I'll be honest with you. I mean, you guys, I know there's a lot of guys out there that aren't worried about the Cowboys, and they're going in, and before we get to your point, Jim, I got you because I know you'll be. But for me personally, I mean, look, these guys are going to come fired up. They're not going to come in just like rolling over. They're going to come in. They're going to be upset, obviously, that they think they don't have a chance. They're getting 8-point underdogs is what they are. I think that's what I saw as the latest line. So that's going to be – they're going to be, like, angry about that. And it just should be interesting to see how this thing's going to evolve. But I'm going to go to Jim and get his take on the game, see what he says.
Well, this is tough because they have a new coaching staff. Nobody's seen nothing. So you don't know what their plan is, right? They are healthy in offense. They actually have more weapons on offense than the Eagles do, besides Barkley. Better weapons, anyway, in my opinion. But here's the thing. It's like you're going on a blind date right now. You know they're pretty good, but you don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And I don't know what to expect. Like I said, they showed us nothing in the preseason. It's right now, I don't know where their head's at with the Micah Parsons things not being there. That's a scary part. But I think
Sorry.
We're not going to do this, are we?
No.
Now, I think the thing is, they're going to give you a fight. They're probably going to lose tonight. But I think it's one of these teams where they probably take a shot in the chin tonight. And as the season goes on, they get some confidence games like the Giants. This team be 0-1 today, and you can see them at week 9, and they're 6-2. Because that schedule is very easy. They got to get some confidence going, and we haven't seen nothing. And the defense does match up very well with your offense. If Diggs plays with Bland, they can cover your receivers quite easily. Problem is, we're about to run.
Easily?
They match up fairly well with you guys, yes. They match up very well with you. Your wide receivers.
They didn't last year.
Well, last year was meaningless. How about the year before? They match up very well with your receivers.
You didn't go up against all right.
Against who? Against who?
You were playing a team. You were playing the team in the middle of a collapse, dude. Like we were in the middle of a collapse. Like
what was last year's Cowboys? You guys walk around. We swept Dallas. You swept our backup. Dak Prescott very successful in Philadelphia.
Back up 2 win. Back up 2 win like Super Bowl.
You're terrifying. Don't get me started.
It's hard. This for me. I'm like a realist. I guess I'm I don't come into this with so much emotion. Yeah, do I get jacked up about the Eagles? Yeah, do I get jacked up about this game? Who wouldn't, right? It's the first game of the season. But it's so difficult to see how these guys are going to play. I want to see them because you haven't played preseason. When they go out there, their first reps are going to be their first reps. I mean,
Yeah, nobody plays preseason anymore. They
right. So it's going to be interesting to see. Look, we're all hypothetical Bobs here, man. We're all hypothetical. I mean, the rookies got to see if the Eagles are going to play. Yeah, they have excellent receivers in CeeDee Lamb. They got Pritchett, but we do have a lot of good players. But to fill those gaps, I mean, we have CJ GJ, he's gone. You got the rookie from Makuba from Texas, good player, but he's a rook. You got some other, the cornerback situation. We got to see on the other side. I mean, you have Quinyon Mitchell's great, but we got to see if the other guys are ready to play ball. I'm hoping.
You signing Mitchell. That's what I don't know.
Yeah,
that's where Dallas is going. Go signing Mitchell. I promise you.
I know. But so
what you do is
you probably hold the guy over the top for extra coverage, and they'll put to take my issue with the Eagles wasn't even so much the outside coverage as far as like a 9 route, something like this. The guys that always killed the Eagles are always the guys that get the ball over the middle. I mean, the one thing that they have right now is they got Cooper DeJean that they didn't have before 2 years ago, right?
Zach Bond.
This guy he's really came in and taken that away. He's one of the guys that's done that. One who could run. And I really want to see what that linebacker can do that came in from Alabama, the local kid. Because
Campbell.
Yeah, Campbell's a heck of a player. He's a good athlete. And I think he's going to do a lot of good things.
Good, Gary.
I'm just saying, I'm looking forward to Campbell lining up with Zach Bond. That's going to be a nice combination, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I agree with that. For a long time, the Eagles were beat over the middle on the slants, on the go routes, in the middle of the field. Ever since they got rid of Dawkins in the middle, and they never had strong linebackers since Trotter Sr. played.
Right.
Realistically, now they have guys back there who can hit a little bit. They have linebackers who can play a little bit. Like now, it's not the defense. It's not the typical Eagles defense we've seen for the last 15 or 20 years.
And we finally have a coordinator that can coach defense. I love Fangio.
It's great to see. It's not the defense you had last year either. It's not even close. The defense you had last year. And when I talk about your receivers, Devontae Smith averages 4 catches, 50 yards, and not even a touchdown against the Cowboys. He gets eliminated. He's not a factor. Now, anyway, the guy's at number 2 on every team. Anyway. Oh, he is. He's number 2 on every team. Where would he be in doubt?
He's the Super Bowl champion is what he is.
What's that mean? What does that mean?
He's a Super Bowl. It means a lot. It means something your team hasn't done in 30 years.
What does that mean?
And they ain't going to do it this year either. Your team ain't going to make the playoffs this year. Y'all suck.
You know what?
Garbage.
Your player has a ring. That makes it better? That's the dumbest argument I ever heard from an Eagles fan. He's got a ring. He
does have a ring. He does have a ring.
That doesn't make him better than anyone else. Does that make him better?
You guys didn't argue that shit back in the 90s? You didn't argue that back in the 90s. Why is Aikman in the Hall of Fame? Why is Aikman in the Hall of Fame? Is it rings?
It's a dumb argument. Because there's a ring, all of a sudden he's better than everyone else. That's the worst argument in the world.
Yeah, but that's the arm the Cowboys fans, Pittsburgh fans, Giants fans, all your fans have been using against the Eagles for years.
Never.
4 years. How many Super Bowls do you have? How many Super Bowls? I mean, you're serious.
My problem with you guys was this, right? Ready? We want to go playoffs in the century. We're going to argue about Super Bowls. Man, sit down, you clowns. You got 1 Super Bowl with a franchise quarterback. You like to say.
All right, here we go with that corny. Never mind. I'm not even going
to. I thought you can't win with backups. That's what you just said a couple minutes ago.
It's a fact. It is what it is.
Right. It is what it is. You've had two franchise quarterbacks for the last 20 years. You have 4 playoff wins between all of them.
That's okay. That's okay. And you've been winning all these playoff games, and you've been choking every year, choking.
We didn't choke last year.
60 years it took you. Congratulations.
All right. So let's.
Thank you.
You're Super Bowl champions.
Thank you.
Your trophy is collecting Social Security right now.
All right,
The,
Jim.
the current ones. Current
All right,
Super Bowl champs.
Listen, Jim,
Congratulations.
since you're all fired up, let me hear your keys to how the Dallas Cowboys are going to win tonight.
I don't know. I haven't seen him anything. I mean, it's the obvious. I would force Hurtsy girl to throw in the middle of the field. That's what I would do. I would force him in the middle of the field. If you watch his throws in the Super Bowl last year, I'm sure everyone has. They're all to the sidelines. Then the deep shot.
They were not. What game did you watch?
No, he's not wrong in a certain way.
They were all to the outside.
Where was the dagger? Where was the dagger? That was right over the middle, baby. Right over the middle.
Let me just finish.
Touchdown, Devontae Smith.
All right, boys.
It's why you can't deal with Eagle fans. I said to the outside except for one throw down the field. And that ball was behind the receiver. It was thrown short. Devontae had to wait and turn over.
Did he win?
No,
Did he win?
No, listen. I know it in a way. I can't believe I'm going to say this. I kind of agree with Jim in this regard.
Oh man,
If they get pressure, on him in the middle, he gets happy feet and he just starts moving quickly rather than stepping up in the pocket. That's what's always been his MO for a long time. And
every quarterback does.
And that's the truth. Not everyone. He doesn't always step up in the pocket. He gets happy feet and he does move a little bit. So that's why they have to, in the scheme, they have to do those things that are actually going to maximize what he's good at. So the rollouts and things like this is what he's good at. Like stepping up in the pocket. First of all, his offensive linemen are all like 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", 6'9", whatever the heck they are. He's only 6'1". So I mean that hurts him too. I mean, look, I'm keeping it real. I mean, I could, all night.
You can't do that. You're not allowed.
I'm not allowed to keep
You're not allowed.
I am. Someone has to keep it real. But the thing is, where he can bite you is his mobility. Where he can bite you is play action. Where he can bite you is the RPOs. That's where he can bite you. Because the use of Barkley, and you never know. I would be interested to see if they go to a 2 backfield set tonight. That would be interesting to me. I think the Eagles.
Well, they do have a fullback on the roster now.
Right. And then
you also have AJ Dillon out there. What's his name? Is the kid from Clemson? I keep forgetting his name for God's sake.
Shipley.
Yeah, Shipley. I mean,
but the Eagles do have a fullback on the roster now. Ben Van Summer, he's a former linebacker. They turned him over to fullback the last couple of preseasons.
They're going to try to ball control the Cowboys. That's why I thought my score was a little lofty for sure in going in. But I think that they're going to try to ball control. I think the game's going to be closer. I honestly think the games will be closer than what I predicted. I do. I mean, I could be a homer and say like they're going to beat them by 72 touchdowns. I hope I'm right. I'm wrong. They could beat them by 72 touchdowns. But honestly,
you ought to hear the victims out here. You ought to hear them, dude.
Huh?
45-10, 7 sacks, 3 interceptions. You think the Eagle fans, this is what you want. It's not going to happen that way.
Well, so what do you think? I mean, so that's why I ask you, what's your impression of the game? Because if we're going to talk like football that way.
The problem is, I haven't seen the Cowboys. I haven't seen don't do anything. I'll show you now. I don't know what they're going to do. I'm hoping they can run the ball. I know they can do
your homework.
No, they didn't show me anything in preseason. They didn't play anything.
That's where
there's a whole new offense. So now I know they can throw on the Eagles. I know they can. But your secondary is very weak. Okay, you got a safety in one corner. You're in trouble in secondary.
I wouldn't say they're weak. I'd say they're unproven. You can't say they're weak.
Who's your quarterback?
Huh?
Who's your quarterback?
Hold on.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you very much.
No, I didn't know if it was going to be Ringo.
You got Brandon Diggs playing, 2 first-team guys. They'll be there. They'll be waiting on you. Anyway, I don't know. They didn't do none of preseason. It's a whole new coaching system, a whole new offense. I don't know. Like I said, it's going to be a work in progress during the season. They'll probably pick up steam during the year and figure things out. I'm hoping they play well tonight. They always lead the league in penalties. No penalties, no turnovers. They'll be in the game. That's the key right there. No penalties, no turnovers. They'll be in the game. They got a kicker who can kick the shit out of them all. So we'll see.
Well, they got Cooper DeJean as a slot corner, and the right corner is Adoree Jackson, and then they got
You know who plays in the
Ringo.
slot for Dallas? You know who plays in the slot for Dallas? Cavante Turpin. That's a mismatch. He'll run right by Jim.
I don't know about that.
How can you
Yeah, I
say,
don't know about that either.
I don't know about that. I
Jimmy?
don't know
He's
about
playing
that.
in the
Listen,
NFL.
dude.
Jimmy,
All right,
I get you're a Dallas
talk?
fan, but you have to be realistic. Not too many people are running by that kid. Can you compete with him? Yes.
Oh,
Is he facing them? Yeah. You're saying
So
you're
what
going to
makes
run
you
by
think-
him. Like, come on.
What makes you think Dak is even going to have time to throw?
He's
Well,
the
that's
fourth
the thing.
340, like the fast dude in the NFL. He's not running by Jim every down he wants. Yes, he is. That's even 20-yard cushion. But get up in his face. I dare you, he will not bump and run him. He's not going to run with Cavante Turpin.
Well,
Yeah.
why bump and run him? He's not a true slot receiver. He's not running. He's not running those little tiny slants over the tight end slants. He's not running up to the middle. So why you gonna bump and run that guy? Of course you're gonna give him a cushion.
You got to give him a cushion.
Let me tell you, Cowboys fans they're all about style points. They got to make it look good. It's got to be a bump and run. It's got to be in a tight window.
I don't
No,
think-
dude,
I don't think-
the team just got to win, man. They got to do their jobs and they got to win. All
the
right,
key
that's
for the Cowboys to win is
Right,
Dak Prescott got
get your last word in, Jimmy, because I'm just gonna let you get your last word in because
no.
you're being unreasonable.
Listen, Prescott has to get the ball out quick because he's going to get a lot of pressure on him. He is.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Carter's going to come to play. Hopefully, the ends. Now, the thing about the ends that I'm worried about, and I talked about this before, and somebody else said Mike Quick talked about this on the site today when we talked or in the group chat. We got to make sure those guys can set the edge. The one thing that Brendan Graham did that was really good, especially in the Super Bowl, he set the edge and set the tone. You guys, and everybody knows what that means. And if those of you guys don't know what that means, setting the edge is getting your inside hand on that guy's outside shoulder and making sure you turn that tight end so they don't get on the outside of you. That's what setting the edge means. So, but
who's getting your pressure from the edge?
Huh?
Who's your edge pressure guy?
Well, we got Nolan Smith. He's one. And we got Jalen Hunt. Both of those guys played well last year. Both of those guys played well. They did. They came on.
Yeah, especially down the stretch.
Nolan Smith averaged 4 sacks a year, but go ahead.
Last year he played really
Smith
well.
was hot down the stretch, man. He had a lot of sacks in the playoffs. I'm pretty sure he had a couple sacks in the Super Bowl too. He's a player, man.
Carter and Davis will collapse the pocket.
Yeah.
When you guys go to bed, you're like, tonight, he'll collapse the pocket. He'll rush the edge. He'll do this, and he'll step in, and he'll run stride for stride with Turpin.
We'll see. That's why we get to analyze the game. The best part about this, we get to watch the game, and then we'll see exactly what happens.
Jimmy, nobody said
he's
he's going to run stride for stride with Turpin. That's not what I said at all. What I said was Turpin's not going to go blow by him every single play like you said he was.
He can't. Listen, let me tell you something. Speed is speed, buddy. If somebody's faster than you by a few steps,
speed is different when someone's hitting you. Speed is different when someone's in your face hitting you off the ball.
Yeah.
So just throw your stride off.
Yeah.
I mean,
just hit you on the NFL.
There's such thing as scheme too, dude. It's not just about speed and athletic ability and this and that. It's about scheme. It's about how well you tackle. It's how well you don't blow your coverages.
So speed is speed.
Your safety up when you need it.
Jimmy, let me give you two names, Jimmy. Tell me what you think about their NFL career. Speaking of speed. Ronaldo Nehemiah. Played for the 49ers.
Not a football player.
I don't care. Wait, speed is speed. He couldn't get open on the football field. And when he did, he couldn't catch the ball. Or how about Tim Dwight? 3-time Big Ten.
Okay. How about Deshaun Jackson?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Deshaun Jackson was a complete receiver who learned route running from Jerry Rice.
Yeah. Speed is not speed when someone's in your face, bumping, running, hitting you off the ball. It doesn't work that way.
You're comparing Cavante Turpin to Deshaun Jackson now?
We're talking about speed. You're comparing Cavante Turpin to Rondo Nehemiah, who never played football in his life? Please stop.
More him than Deshaun Jackson.
No, not even close. It's the fastest guy in football right now.
Well,
Speed is not speed when someone's hitting you.
Let's do like
All right,
activity tonight.
You
Let's
put-
see how
you
many
put
times the
Cooper
turkey
up there,
gets open.
in toast time.
Over under.
You guys,
How many times over under though? How many times does Turpin get open and get the ball tonight? Over under.
probably not many because they have two great receivers on the outside. But if you could get them taken away, but if he's 1-on-1, it's a wrap, dude. It's a wrap.
I'm just giving.
You got
I'm
two-
asking.
you got
I'm giving
two- You
opportunity
got
here.
two number one receivers on the outside. Two number ones.
Less than 4 catches the entire game.
He might, but you might then again you might have 8 by each by the Cowboys number ones, 8 each.
But,
I don't
but
think you're not going to get that from Devontae Smith. 8 catches. Not
Why
a
not?
chance. Because
Why
I
not?
think Dallas is
he's
going
not
to
that
try to
guy.
establish the run game. Believe it or
He
not.
burned Bland last year, didn't he? There was a couple plays. I saw the video where he burned Deron Bland.
Yeah, I see it again. The game's meaningless. I seen him push off against Bland when it wasn't meaningless. Yeah, he
You got
averages
excuses.
4 catches, 50
You got
yards.
excuses for everything, man.
all those,
You know
the
this.
great
Well, it's a fact. He
Since
averages 4 catches,
Not
50
a
yards
fact.
against the Cowboys, and not even touchdown. So
since the
please
year
don't tell me the Cowboy killer.
since the year 2000.
I got to
Dallas-
look at them 2 games last year because I remember your team getting completely blown out.
Yeah, you
Like
blew
your
the ball
defense,
down.
your defense was ran all over. Your
No,
receivers
we
didn't do
care that
crap.
year. Well, that's what you're hoping is going to happen this year, and it's
And the-
not. You're not playing a team with a lame duck coach. You're not playing a team that just gave up. It's going to be different. You guys,
Yeah,
think
we're
things
playing a
are-
garbage team.
I can't
Yeah.
wait to hear a little surprise, boys.
In the last 24 years, since the year 2000, Dallas isn't even in the top 10 for total games won in the NFL.
I find it hard to believe. There are only a few wins behind you.
Look right now.
This
So
century.
since the year
This century.
2000, the Eagles are 261 and 176, 5th best in the NFL. Dallas is 222 and 196, barely 500. They're 26 games over 500. They're 11th
That's
most
not
wins.
barely. That's not barely. They're 26 games over 500? Yeah, it's not barely.
These are
Yeah.
Jimmy, out of 400 games. That's barely.
Okay. What was your record again?
So, So-
do me a favor. Do me a favor. Stop right there.
531 win percentage. 531.
Give me
Wait,
1 second.
I'm answering your question,
Give
Joe.
me 1
531 win percentage is barely over 500. The Eagles in the
Give me
same
1
24. The Eagles are 261 and 176.
Time out. Time out. I'm going to break your heart now. Cowboys didn't have a quarterback until he got Romo, okay? So what is it since 2006? Because that's when he got a quarterback. What is it? You
Okay.
need your narrative, I need mine. What is the record?
Okay, so here you go.
You use your excuses. Jimmy will use his.
Okay.
No, hang on a second. Who were the Cowboys? Let me ask you this. Who
So
was the Cowboys quarterback in 2002?
2000, 2009. For
The guy Jerry drafted in the 2nd round.
in that decade.
Go 2006 to
Well,
now.
hold on a
That's a good
second.
19 years.
Hold on, I'm breaking down by decades. 2000, 2009. Eagles, 3rd best record, 160. I'm sorry, they are Eagles are 103 and 56. Dallas is the 9th. I'm sorry, Dallas is the 13th best record with 82 and 78, barely 500. Now,
Kind of hard to do 82 and 78 since 2006.
Now, 2010, 2019.
Didn't they have a bunch of 8 and 8 seasons in a row under Jason Garrett?
They had 3. They had 3.
Yeah, I knew there was a lot of them.
13, 13.
They weren't a
2010
bad. I don't think the Cowboys were a bad team. I mean, I thought Romo was a pretty good quarterback. They just
From 06 to now, they're not 3 games over 5.
choked a lot.
In the 2010s, they're only one game apart, Jimmy. But Eagles have more wins still.
Okay, so we got to put it out. Here it is. Since 06, the Cowboys are not 3 games over 500. I can tell you that right now. I said since 06 to now, they're right behind you. I promise
Dallas
you.
record from 2006 to today.
2006 to now. That's 19 years. Trust me, they're not 3 games over 500. They're right there. Wait, I've been through this argument already.
Yeah, here we go. I don't know if I find that out. I'm sure I can.
All right. So let me ask you these questions.
No, they're above 500.
Yeah, and then Eddie, I need to run.
We got rain coming in.
Yeah. So let me just ask you, why do you guys hate the Dallas Cowboys?
I'll tell you what, Eddie. People our age, I've said this for years. People say, "How can you be a Dallas fan or Niners fan or whatever fan from Philadelphia when you're not from that area?" I get that. So my thing is always, if you're someone in our age bracket, 40s to 50s, there was no mass marketing when we were kids. You bought whatever jersey was in the store. So what was in the store? Obviously, Eagles jersey. Then, of course, a Staubach jersey, Dan Fouts jersey, a Montana jersey, a Namath jersey. But that was really it. So if your parents had two kids and they bought two different jerseys, you're going to have an Eagles jersey and another jersey. So I can see that. But for kids today who go up on the internet, when you can buy anything you want online, how can you be a fan from a different city? There's no reason anymore. Now you don't go to the store and get whatever jersey they have. You can order whichever one you want, whatever player you want, whatever number you want. But people do it now are just doing it just to be combative.
I agree with Larry to a point, because when we were kids going to Sears, they had Steelers section, Cowboys section, Eagles section, and a very small giant Washington section right now.
But it was like one jersey or two jerseys. That was it. Like you don't have a whole lot of choices.
No. But nowadays, I'm gonna say this to you. You can go on the internet. Like, those are your choices, those four teams.
Yeah.
This is how I became a Cowboy fan. My mom was dating a guy, and it's in the 70s, and he had an Eagles jacket, and we were both the same size. She was, I don't want them having the same jacket, no confusing. So me being a kid, they go, Jimmy, you want a red jacket, blue jacket, or black one? The black one looks like hell. Red's for girls. I'm 8 years old. Give me the blue one. I didn't even know what football or Cowboys. Just give me the blue one. I had to ask who the Cowboys were. Didn't jump on any bandwagon. I said, who the hell are Cowboys? I said, they're any good. He goes, oh, they're real good. But now a young kid who's on the internet, see, my options were Cowboys, Steelers back then, right?
Yeah.
The option is bigger for it. Now I see in the city when I'm around, I see more different jerseys of different teams I ever saw. I'll see Carolina jerseys. When I did over Morrell Avenue, I remember I went out there one day. I saw Washington jersey, Carolina jersey, Steelers jersey, and something else. Then I saw Cowboys. I see a Raiders.
Bad
I mean,
parenting.
the variety's bigger now.
Yeah, well, I'm wondering why Dyfus wasn't involved.
Bad parenting.
I will say this: when we were young,
I hear Cowboys.
I don't hate the Cowboys, man. I don't hate the Cowboys.
I hear Cowboys. All I think about is Brokeback Mountain. That's all I think about, Jimmy.
But because you're gay.
Well,
You probably
no, but I'm going to tell you this: Dallas was all over everything. Look, in the 70s, you had even the TV show Dallas showed the Dallas Cowboys.
Why was it named Dallas? It was named Dallas after the Cowboys.
Because they were in Dallas.
Yeah,
No, they were not in Dallas.
They didn't make it about the Dallas Cowboys.
They were going to name the TV show Irving, and they said, don't do that. The football team is named Dallas. We'll get better start naming it Dallas.
Nice.
It was going to be called Irving, not Dallas.
They can't even name their damn city right.
Yeah, they shot JR. Anyway, so that's one reason.
You spoiled it.
I can't wait. That's why
I had a guy tell me, my English teacher in high school.
Dr. Ed, I have to run.
All right. See you later.
All right. Guys, go Birds.
Go Birds.
I love
We had,
Birds,
so we had the Dallas Cowboys. We had the Bob Lilly, and he was telling about the Star and all this other stuff. And, when your kids, all that glitz and glamour, you had guys' names like Hollywood Henderson and Ed Too Tall Jones. Yeah, I mean, look,
Great
you know for your kid. Huh?
Great
so
nickname.
That's why. But I understand why people don't like Dallas. I think honestly more so than the people don't like Dallas, because you actually dealt with actual people from Dallas that For me, it's more like the Dallas fans that live in this area. That makes no
It
sense
doesn't.
whatsoever.
I respect the Cowboys' history. I respect those '90s teams.
Yeah.
I respect Emmitt Smith more than any running back in NFL history. I think he's when he played with that busted shoulder, man, and
Oh yeah.
that man was a warrior, bro. He was, to me, he was the GOAT of all running backs, and I'm not over exaggerating either.
Yeah.
But that's a whole nother argument. I just,
He's not even
I just
my
hate their,
favorite running back.
yeah, I just hate their obnoxious fans, really.
Yeah. So let's go to the other route.
And I do love Jerry though. I love Jerry Jones, man. He's awesome, dude. Good old Jerry.
Why do you hate the Philadelphia Eagles?
I don't hate you. I hate the fans. Because
Okay,
I'll tell you what.
Why do you hate the fans?
No, I really started hating them. This goes back before the Cowboys won Super Bowls in the 90s. Every time a team won a Super Bowl, there was always an excuse why they won. Eagle fans couldn't give them credit for nothing. Now, after the Cowboys won a Super Bowl, there was always a reason. Oh, you beat Buffalo. Neil O'Donnell did help us out. I ain't gonna lie to you on that one. But there was always, and after that, there was always an excuse, like why Denver won. You know, there was always an excuse. And they always got to use narratives when they talk about anything. Oh, since
that goes with every fan base, though.
My turn. Since 2000, this century, anything. Because they can't be in the argument unless they put a narrative on it. They don't have it. Their mouths are bigger than their team's caskets. Their mouths are bigger than the check their teams could cash. That's the problem with Eagles. And they just want I think in a way they want that long history behind them, and they had a great history when there were 6 teams in the league. But since like the merger, they were vacant till this century, and then it took them years this century with a Super Bowl. And I'm not going to badmouth Nick Foles. Nick Foles played out of his mind. I've always liked Nick Foles. I wanted him on Dallas when Romo got hurt, but he was a great backup to win a Super Bowl. As soon as they won that Super Bowl, it was like my phone was ringing that night. They wanted to come out of their champions. Do you think I didn't watch the game? I didn't see it. I mean, they're annoying. They contradict the shit out of themselves to make a point. They'll do it. They did it today. They did it today.
Do you realize how much trash you talk?
Oh,
do you realize? All right, then why are you so surprised by like the way Eagles fans treat you?
Well, I never
got that.
It's not how they treat me. That's what they do to everything. Now they would. Here's a perfect example today. I put it up.
So the guy using the narratives that the Eagles never won a Super Bowl with a franchise quarterback.
When you guys lost to Kansas City the first time, right? Here was the big play. Hurts outplayed Mahomes. He outplayed Mahomes, right? I put a post up today. I put a post up today. Dak Prescott outplays Jalen Hurts, right? Man, he didn't win the game. How do you outplay him? He didn't win the game. Oh, whoa. You guys start contradicting yourself.
Very animated, Jim.
So, wait up. All right. So you're giving us crap for the crap that you do.
No, I'm giving you your crap right back to you. What I'm doing is taking the shit you throw up, and put it on your dinner plate, and now you don't want to eat it.
So how does that make you any better? When you sink to that same level?
It's called the reckoning.
Is that what it is? We wrecked the reckoning by winning a Super Bowl, and that was a hell of a reckoning.
Wait, you won a Super Bowl.
That was a heck of a reckoning.
You want to know why you won a Super Bowl? So I can say it's in the past. Because when Dallas won a Super Bowl in last one in 95, middle of 96, you guys, that's in the past. That's last year. It's in the past. 98, that's 2 years ago. It's in the past. I couldn't wait to
wait up here. You're comparing 1995 to 2024?
Then you guys cry like babies.
I wish it was back in 1995.
They don't like their own medicine.
All right, we're done.
All right, so let's do this. For final predictions, you guys give your scores. Carrie, you gave your scores the other night. Let's hear it again.
Yeah, 31-13 Eagles.
31-13 Jimbo. What's your score?
I have no idea. I'm gonna say I mean, my heart says Cowboys 28-23, but to be realistic here, I'm going to go Eagles with 31-22, something like that. Like I said, I don't know what Dallas is going to do.
I
I
don't
haven't
think
seen
that's-
anything.
Honestly, can I switch my score? Am I allowed or not really? Or do I have to stick with what I originally had?
What
I
did you
think
originally
Dallas
say?
stayed within the
I
spread.
think it'll be honestly. I think it'll be like 24-10 Eagles. And the reason why I say that is I don't think they're going to score as much. I think both teams are
yeah.
looking at each other. It may
So
be
Dallas
24-17.
It's raining. It's raining there tonight too, so that might affect the passing game.
Yeah.
That's going to affect both passing games. I don't
So
know. We'll
anyway.
see.
All right, fellas, and we're going to find
I
out.
think Dallas will improve. I'll see you later. Have fun. Good
All
luck
right.
tonight.
All right, good luck
All
tonight,
right,
guys.
guys.
We'll talk to you later. I'll see you guys
Yep.
next Tuesday. We'll go over the game. All right? Have a good night,
All right.
guys. Thank you.